From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Jets. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Great. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Bears defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. This defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And it's a fumble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Hey, don't steal.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Here we go, set. 43 rail. Fight, 97.
They run again here with Gray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Gray on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Meanwhile, the ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They find some open field here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Yellow.
Back to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's a 2nd and 5. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chambers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the number 1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Hurts throw caught by Tony. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Duncan. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Option play, here's White. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. They'll
run on 1st down. Duncan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Jets at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Great.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Duncan pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Ultra. Cut.
Now Gray. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to have the football back again.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down now, it's Duncan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a throw here, hauled in, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Gray is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. 2nd and 3. This is caught. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Inside the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 10-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On the run, this is Gray. There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On first down, Duncan. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Gray. Oh, nice move. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
To throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is fielded at the 7. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Duncan. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Gray. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
142 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
And now they'll shift things around.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. That is caught, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No touch that. $63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Gray. And some room to roll now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
171 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Let's go now.
They'll run on first down. Gray, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Come on, set.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago,
They could